Guys, welcome to Beyond the Scoreboard. Deepak picks and my guy Parlay Poppy here. Guys, NFL football is here again. And you guys know exactly what we did game one, NFL preseason. Chargers money line. And we gave it to you. We just laid it out on a platter for you guys.
Easiest thing you had to do all day.
That's all you had to do was go take it. That's all you had to do.
So, it was free money out there.
Parlay, how we doing today, man? How we living?
Fantastic, bro. Can't complain. As you stated, football is on the horizon. It's here. There's no more talking about it. It's time to enjoy. I mean, this is like, it's a good side for everybody. Everybody gets to see their team for the first time, and the excitement's building. Plus, I mean, if you're really going to be in the football, preseason does matter. You got to see what the roster is going to look like. So I'm excited. We got football is here, and that's all that matters. We got 6 months of football, so it's hard to be upset.
God, I love it. And the weather's getting nice out. It's just
Dude, we got a little treat here. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday football. I mean, they're giving us a little treat here early in August, so I can't complain.
It's beautiful. Last weekend I woke up, it was so nice out. I opened the windows, let the air in. Like it was like I started the Traeger. I was just I was hyped, man.
Yeah, fall weather. You're getting a little vibe of that too. Yeah, it's nice.
Beautiful. Guys, but we have NFL preseason. We're going to dive into the games. We got 3 games on tomorrow night that we want to dive into and talk about here. And as you guys know, you guys can always get the plays on SoBet. That's where me and Parlay Poppy are. You can get NR VIPs, get all of our plays every single day. But I'm going to bring up, we're going to bring up the ESPN app, talk about some of these games here, guys. The first game, obviously tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time, we had Colts visiting the Ravens. And what are we going to see in this game? We're going to talk about it. Colts open as minus a half-point favorites. This line is all the way up to -6 now. What have you seen, Parlay? Have you seen anything that indicates why this line moves so much? Did you see any news come out, or what are you thinking there?
I mean, I think it's as simple as preseason. Ravens, they know their team, they know their quarterback. It's a situation that's a done deal. You're expecting 2s and 3s and 4s out of the Ravens. You're just expecting to see depth. Colts, it's a different story. It is a full-on quarterback battle, as they have stated. It seems to be open. I do seem to feel like they're going to side with Anthony Richardson getting the first look at this offense, just being drafted by them. I think, they have more involved in him than they do with Danny Dimes. But I think people forget Danny Dimes was a $40 million quarterback like 2 years ago. I understand the Giants went awry, but I don't think it was all Danny Dimes' problems. And I think you're telling me I have one team that needs this game, and both quarterbacks are definitely going to be going against probably 2s and 3s on defense side. So, I mean, the Colts, man, it's just one-sided. You have one team that you feel like is fully invested with both quarterbacks, and I think Shane Steichen can be offensive-minded. He's going to want to, press the gas pedal down a little bit too. So I think the line move, it's strictly you have one team that is you're kind of expecting all in to see what they have, and the other team, the Ravens, are just going to be, let's try to get out of this thing not being injured. So I think that's where you're just seeing the complete smear. And obviously – the line movement in a preseason game, not hard to move. I'm sure it didn't take a lot of money to move that line, but I think the enthusiasm of getting 2 quarterbacks that are definitely caliber ready in the game and going against, we don't know really from the Ravens. So I think that's where the big money is just sitting on. But
I would agree with that. I think I did read something that Anthony Richardson is expected to play, 2 or 3 series in this game. And he could put up 2 touchdown drives in them 2 series. And then like you said, it's exactly what I agree with. Daniel Jones is the second string here, and I think Daniel Jones is going to get a good workload here.
Dude, and he's not capable. I mean,
he's not horrible. He's not horrible. I don't care. Giants fans, blah blah blah. Yeah. Thank God we got rid of Daniel Jones. He didn't have a team either. Come on, man. Yeah. Dude didn't have a team. Dude did as much as he possibly could, but in a preseason game, Daniel Jones, I think he can pick apart a 3rd and 4th.
And if what you say is right too, let's say maybe Richardson gets the first nod. He's playing the first half. Well, you're likely going to be playing the better of the competition that first half for Anthony Richardson. So really, when Danny Dimes gets the ball, he might be in against the 3s in depth at that point. So he really could have a good moment to shine. And don't think that he's not going to take this lightly. Like he wants to show that he still got it too, if it's for the Colts or another team. I mean, this is tape for him. So I think it's a big year for him too.
Absolutely, I agree. I think Daniel Jones comes out, and I think he has a good showing. I think people are sleeping on him a little bit. And then we go to the Ravens depth chart here. Obviously, Lamar Jackson isn't going to play. Derrick Henry's not going to play. No point. But then you got Cooper Rush and Devin Leary here. Now, Cooper Rush, I expect we'll see first, second, probably third quarter, which is a very capable quarterback, right? I mean, he played for the Dallas Cowboys, had some good games in my eyes with that Cowboys team. And then you got Devin Leary, who I believe is out of North Carolina State. I think it's his second year in the league. And then they don't have a fourth string quarterback. So we're obviously going to see a lot of Cooper Rush. And then I think they're going to sprinkle in Devin Leary in the fourth quarter, maybe halfway through the third. But I think Cooper Rush can do some things for this team as well. I don't think this is just going to be a walkover game for the Colts. In my eyes, I think we're going to see a lot of third, fourth string defenses. We got Cooper Rush, who is capable of absolutely throwing some dimes, taking some drives down the field. And then, like we said on the other squad, you got Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones can score some points. So my official play on this game, I'm not sure what Parlay Poppies is, but my official play on this game is I'm taking the over 36.5 in this game. I think we see points. I think these teams are able to go up and down the field, as we see in the Chargers game. Chargers almost covered the over-under by themselves. Yeah. And I just think this new touchback rule, yeah, it's only 5 yards. I get it. But moving the ball to the 35-yard line now, I mean, you're 2 first downs away from a field goal. So I like the overs in these games, and I'm sticking with the over 36.5 in this game. What are you thinking, Parlay Poppy?
Oh, I'm kind of going. I mean, I like the same breakdown. I don't know what I'm going to get out of the Ravens, so I just don't. I mean, Cooper Rush, I do think he is capable. I also think both defenses are pretty bad, and you're probably getting the second and third strings for majority of this game on defense too. And both defenses last year were not good, so a lot of question marks on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. But I'm just going to isolate it and keep it. I don't like to lay. I'm not laying 6 points here in preseason with anybody, but I definitely do back that you have AR and Danny Dimes wanting to really show. And I think Shane Steichen. So the head coach and the two quarterbacks are in this game. I think they're going to take it seriously. So I just want to keep it on that side of the ball and just say the Colts over 20.5 total points. I mean, it's the same way of going on the total here, but I'm just going to take the Colts. I think Colts might actually get a turnover or two with it being preseason as well. And I just think I'm getting two quarterbacks that want to put on good tape. So whether, like you said, it's the field advantage and they can kick field goals, but both teams are going to want to score. Both these quarterbacks are going to want to score. So Colts over 20.5, it's minus 110. You stay under that 21 number, so that's good too. But I think the Colts could run away with this. And I just think the offense is the way to go in this game.
I like that play. That's a sharp play. I didn't even honestly think of that. So that I like that. There you go, guys. You got my play over 36.5 on this game. Parlay Poppies over 20.5. Colts team total in this game. I think both hit. I like both. If the over is going to hit, the Colts are going to get over 20.5 points. Yep. So I like that play. And we'll go to the next game. And we're looking at the Bengals and Eagles. And I do believe that we might have some discussion on this game. There might be some differences in this game between me and Parlay Poppy, but we're going to find out for sure. You got the Bengals traveling to Lincoln Financial Field to take on the Eagles, guys. Super Bowl champions last year. Are they going to have a Super Bowl hangover? Who's going to really all play for them? What's going to happen in this game? That is what we're here to break down. Do we really know? I don't know. But you know what? All we can do is look at stats, and we can look at what's going to happen here. When I go to the Bengals, look at the depth chart here. Of course, Joey Burrow. I don't believe he's playing.
I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, he barely's been healthy for a training camp. I think that's the eye of the prize.
Yeah, I don't think we see Joe Burrow. It'll be interesting if we did for a series or two, but I don't think we're going to. And then obviously you have Jake Browning second, Desmond Ridder third, and Peyton Thorne fourth. And I know Parlay Poppy absolutely loves Desmond Ridder. Might be one of his favorite football players in the NFL. Treated the Falcons really well.
Fantastic pick.
Yeah, what do you do? But Jake Browning, I like Jake Browning in this game. Jake Browning has came in for Joe Burrow on multiple occasions and had decent games. So you're getting a quarterback that has some experience here. And then you got Desmond Ridder, has experience as well. Now, is it good experience? Did he do anything? No. But in my eyes, getting on the field in an NFL game, getting that experience is great. And then Peyton Thorne is the fourth string. I don't expect we'll see much of him, maybe in the fourth quarter. But I don't really think we'll see much. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Gesicki, I don't think we see them at all either. And you got Samaje Perine, who's been there a long time. He's getting older. I can't imagine they play him a lot. So you're going to get Gary Brightwell and Tajay Brooks. What's your thoughts on this depth chart? What are you kind of thinking here as well?
So, the Bengals, I think that, I do agree with you. Get Browning, but the question will be how long do you get him, because he is the backup. And my big take here is Joe Burrow has been injured. Like, we can talk about it every single year. So I think you're also thinking to yourself, get Jake Browning healthy to the regular season too, because you might need him. And you have invested your money into this team too. So you definitely don't want to take a risk with Jake Browning not being healthy. But I just don't know how much. Like I said, I think you're probably going to get more Desmond Ridder than you are Jake Browning. And for that reason, I already have my stance on, I think that's a downside for your team if he's under the center. But the big thing comes for me is on the Eagles side, like you have. McKee has played. I mean, it's not a whole lot of, I'm not going to say meaningful snaps or anything like that. And DTR, I think he's shown some exciting stuff there. Now, is it really anything that to get excited? No. But for me, the Bengals defense is so bad. It was so bad last year. There's so many more question marks, in my opinion, on this year. You spent all the money on offense. You haven't spent a dime on defense. And I don't even think you're going to get, like we said, the ones, you're going to get 2s and 3s. So if your 1s weren't good, your 2s and 3s probably aren't good either. So for me, just going off that route, and the Eagles drafted 5 first 5 picks for all defensive side of the ball, and they're all expected to play. So we know the Eagles from last year, defensive oriented. I think they'll run the ball as well. They did pick up A.J. Dillon from the Packers, who was coming off an injury. So I think he's going to be in a prove-it state as well. So probably a heavy dose of him. But I just like the Eagles. So my official pick, guys, is Eagles plus the points. You're getting them at home off the Super Bowl. We know Philly fans are going to be excited as well. Nick Sirianni, he's one of those guys where I kind of feel like he's going to take the game seriously. And with the Bengals defense being so bad and Desmond Ridder being under center, which means we could get a turnover or two, I'll take the Eagles at home plus the points. But I could see this game going a lot of different ways.
Look at that. I like it. I like it. I mean, I feel like we got a little bias here as a Falcons fan. I mean, I feel like Desmond Ridder is just getting shit on right
There's
now.
a lot of hate for Desmond Ridder on this bet. Just that can be pointed out.
I mean, Desmond Ridder is just getting shit on right now. Guys, Parlay Poppy's on the Eagles. Well, guess what? I am on the Bengals minus 5.5 in this game. I just think Jake Browning, Desmond Ridder, I think they're going to be too much in this game. I do. I like them more than I like Tanner McKee and DTR, who played for the Browns. Yeah, he started some games, but that wasn't his fault. They didn't do good, or he looked like crap out there. No, it's the Browns, right? It's the Browns. But Tanner McKee, Dorian Thomas Robinson, however you say it. I just don't trust them. This line opened at the Eagles minus 2.5 is all the way up to the Bengals minus 5.5. Insane line movement. It is preseason, so obviously the line moves very quickly. But I am on the Bengals minus 5.5. Probably Poppy is on the Eagles plus 5.5 here. So we got a little.
Also throw in, I think the under is the play as well. Like if we just name those quarterbacks a few times, depending on how much you get out of Browning, that's your probably only sore subject if he goes extended period, which I just can't see. But that quarterback lineup sounds like we're going to get a lot of running. So I don't know how much pass game we're going to see in that game either.
I mean, this could be true. This could be a good point of view from you. I like that little take. Last game of the night, guys, is going to be Raiders and Seahawks. We got a little Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, little reunion here at Lumen Field. This is going to be very interesting. I went kind of back and forth on this game for a little while. We're going to look at the Seahawks depth chart first here. But I kind of went back and forth on this. But I feel, obviously Sam Darnold, I think they already came out and said Sam Darnold's not going to play. So we got Jalen Milroe and Drew Lock. And this actually surprises me that Jalen Milroe is listed as the second string quarterback over Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Yeah, I'm shocked if Jalen Milroe gets the first snap in this game. That would shock me.
I can't see it, to be honest. There's no way you're putting Jalen Milroe above Drew Lock right now in their careers.
I would be shocked if he comes out with the ones in this game. That's crazy. I agree with that take. I would be shocked. There's no way Drew Lock's not getting the first nod, in my opinion. But unless Jalen Milroe had put together himself a fantastic camp and has been under wraps, so we'll see.
Maybe he's going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they see him be in the future. Maybe he's just going nuts, and I don't know.
Might be some ESPN bias, right?
It might be. I don't know. But you got Jalen Milroe, and then you got Drew Lock. We don't really know who's going to play what, who's going to come out. Because there was the Thursday night game. Somebody was listed. I don't remember what quarterback it was. someone was listed on the depth chart, but then the third string or fourth string came out before them. I don't remember which one it was, but so the depth chart obviously is important, but I think we see Drew Lock come out before Jalen Milroe. I don't think that's.
I agree.
And then these running backs. I mean, I know Kenneth Walker. I don't think he's playing. Zach Charbonnet. He's been in the league for a little bit. Damian Martinez and George Holani. I don't have no idea who them two are. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about these players, guys. I don't know Damian Martinez. I don't know George Holani. Maybe in the comments you guys can tell us who they are, where they're from, and what's about them. But I don't know anything about it. Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. I don't think they play. Baldus Scantling. He's old. I can't imagine he plays, but maybe he does. I don't know. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at this Vegas Raiders depth chart really quick and see what we're going to be seeing here. I think it's Aiden O'Connell is going to be the main guy here, Aiden O'Connell, and then Cam Miller. And I also don't know who Cam Miller is either. Who is that?
I don't know
who even is
North
that?
Dakota State. There you go.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Is there anything with Geno? Geno's out?
I don't think Geno's playing. I'm pretty sure.
That's the assumption I'm going into this game with. I don't see how he would start unless Pete Carroll's just saying, like, you haven't proved anything to me, but that would be wild. Okay, so I haven't seen any reports from them, but I went into the assumption that Geno's out too.
I'm pretty sure I read a bunch, and it pretty much said this is going to be Aiden O'Connell's game.
Okay.
Which Aiden O'Connell, he's very worthy. You know what I mean? He's not bad. He started for the Raiders, how many games last year?
Yeah. I mean, at one point, some people were saying he was the guy. So, yeah. I mean, he's definitely had a roller coaster ride. And he's, again, like, even so that this is a backup preseason game and people like watching might not care, Aiden O'Connell is playing for himself for a contract, whether that's with the Raiders or another team. So, like, these backup quarterbacks, especially, they do want good tape. Don't think they're going out there and just, like, don't care. They do care.
Absolutely. It's and this line opened up at 2.5 for Seattle, now all the way up to plus 4.5 for Seattle. And I'm going to tell you this, guys. I'm just going to tell you right now. This morning, I got Seattle at plus 6. All right. I got the Seattle Seahawks at plus 6. That is my play on this game. I think Jalen Milroe, Drew Luck. Jesus. I'm thinking of Andrew Luck. Where did Andrew Luck ever go? What the heck ever happened to Andrew Luck?
He literally just woke up one day retired.
Yeah, I mean, whatever happened to him, dude? It just disappeared. But
walked off into the sunset, legitimately,
just gone. Dude. He's on the beach right now somewhere. But no, I think we got the better backup quarterbacks here with the Seahawks. I think plus 5, plus 6, plus 4.5. I think it's too many points. Aiden O'Connell, not bad, but you got to remember, Aiden O'Connell is also going to be playing with backups now, right? He's not playing with the starters. He's playing with backups. In Seattle, Pete Carroll's coming back. Geno Smith's coming back. I think Seattle's going to want to get up for this game. So I'm taking the Seahawks plus the points. How about you, brother?
Yeah, you can leave it right there. With him coming back, yes, Pete Carroll's going to want to win this game, but trust me, so does the entire Seahawks franchise, top to bottom. They don't care what happens in this game as long as they win and Pete Carroll does not win this game. Like, there will be some of that towards there. Plus, it is a home game. I actually like the quarterback room for him. Like Jalen Milroe and Drew Lock, I know I'm going to get Aiden O'Connell for how long? I'm going to get Aiden O'Connell for a half, and then I'm going to give Cam Miller, North Dakota State, my man the ball. I just don't like that. So yeah, I like the dogs, man. Give me the Seahawks plus the points. That's the way to go. I think at home. And I think the line moving again, it's Pete Carroll coming home. That just feels like a public, love sensation right there, where the dog is probably the way to go once again.
Yep. Okay. There you have it. Me and Parley Poppy agree on the Seahawks. Plus, I would still take them plus 4.5. I know that line.
Yeah, I got 4.5.
Yep, I would take 4.5. Absolutely, I would take 3.5. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I mean, you could.
I almost took money line. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought about it, but I'm like, all right, it's preseason. Let's just take some points in our pocket.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely take Seahawks money line, and I would not be mad at you one bit. I think that's a sharp little play. But guys, we appreciate you. That's all we got for this episode of Beyond the Scoreboard. NFL preseason is here. We're going to do it,
We got
baby.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Make sure you guys smash the like button and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're going to be sending out a ton of content every single day. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button and share the video as well. Make sure you guys tune in again. We're going to be breaking down all football season long every single day here on the channel. So make sure you guys are a part of the team down below.
Appreciate you guys. We love you as always. We will see you next time. Beautiful.